In 2016, I decided to move my woodworking business in hopes of growing it into something bigger. Now, only a few years later, people all over the Nashville area are inviting me into their homes to help create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces and make their dreams a reality. So follow along as I take you behind the scenes and show you what it takes to create these custom built-ins. This week has been pretty nice. Getting to spend some time in the shop and actually getting something really cool, that has been pretty rewarding. It's not something I get to do that often, so building this coffee table was really fun. Took a little longer than it probably should have, but one of the advantages of doing my business the way I do it is that I do make pretty good money on the built-ins, and when I get orders for things like this and the dining tables and things like that, I charge a premium, which means if it takes me 2.5 days to build it, that's fine, because I'm actually making good money on it. I'm not selling this for $300, $400, or $500. I'm selling it for way more than that. And that's awesome for me, because that means that I can actually take my time, do things right, learn new techniques, make mistakes, fix them, and still wind up with an awesome product where I'm not trying to hide pocket holes and other garbage like that. I'm actually doing things the proper way, and I give myself the time to do that by charging a premium. I say that to encourage anyone else out there who is trying to get into this, that you should be trying to charge more. We should all be trying to charge more, not because it needs to be like, oh, a huge price gouge, but because people need to make money in this industry. That's the only way that we'll be able to do this for a living. But I'm gonna get off my soapbox and I'm going to go ahead and go get the barn door pieces and get out to my shop. It is super stormy today. There are tornado warnings, there are flash flood warnings, which has me a tiny bit concerned since there's a creek right outside the door of my new shop. So I'm gonna grab that stuff, I'm gonna grab some breakfast and get over there and get started. See how the day goes. That is pretty much it for the day. I've got the barn doors ready to go. The silicone is going to dry overnight. I got some pieces put together for the desktops, which I don't think I got any video of, but I went ahead and just clamped those up just to make sure that I keep those jointed edges nice and straight and even throughout the night. Since it is supposed to rain, humidity changes wreak havoc on unfinished wood. So I'm going to leave those clamped up, but I've got some consultations to go do, and then when I get back here tomorrow morning, we're going to go ahead and get started. So for this next part, I've got to do something a little bit interesting. These two pieces behind me are actually going to be an L shape. So one is at 70 something inches, the other is going to be at 60 inches. But I'm going to be joining the end grain of one piece to the side grain of the other piece. And while it will be a good look in the end, I want them to be tight and I want them to be to not pull apart in the future once installed. But that leaves some wood expansion issues. So the way that I'm going to do this is by putting the beechwood tenons into the side of the longer piece. Those are going to be pinned in place, everything's going to look great. On the other hand, I'm going to have oblong holes in the end grain of the other piece where the two connect. Those oblong holes will then fit the tenons, but the tenons will also have an oblong hole in them, and I'm going to do a draw bore pin from underneath. So I'll actually clamp the whole thing up, put the pin in place, and then we'll cut it, and it'll be done. All of this is to account for the wood expansion and the seasonal movement that's going to happen. So I don't want the piece on this side to pull away from the end grain on this side, and I also don't want this piece to not have enough movement this way because it's being restricted by this piece being the grain is going this way. So with the grains opposing the way they are, I think that it'll be best if I put the two together with the end grain having loose tenons here so that it can move and expand and contract, and the whole thing will hold tight together with those draw bore pins. All of that to say, I've got a lot of work to do on something that will never actually even be seen. So let's go. It is the weekend. I am out of uniform, as you can see, and I am pretty much done with all of the woodworking part of this project. But there's still a lot of finish work to do, and I've still got to get the cabinets installed. So I've got everything here at the shop, and what's cool is this piece is actually fully ready to go. I've been kind of double checking the seams to make sure that everything's going to stay nice and tight, and I think it is. I've got over there some floating shelves, so all of this needs to be stained. I've got all the doors in this rack right here, and those need to be painted, and then I've got some stuff out in the main room as well, along with these that need to be painted and those that need to be finished, plus one of my other projects that I'm still currently working on. Because just a little peek behind the curtain, I've got about 4 projects going right now, and it's nuts. But because it's a Saturday, I don't actually want to be working anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get these things done. I actually came out here to photograph some cutting boards to put on my Etsy store, link in description and at the end of the video. And I'm going to quickly stain these real quick, put some poly on the pieces out there, and get back to the wife and kids, because that's what weekends are all about. So I started working on installing the Lazy Susan and realized that my dimensions were off just a little bit. I forgot that in a corner you have two doors opening the same direction. So this door needs to not hit this door needs to not hit this door, and it's more important that this door can swing all the way open and stay open. So I had to modify my plans. Luckily, I haven't gotten that far on the priming stuff, so I'm actually out here cutting the doors down to size. I've got two smaller cabinet doors that I'm going to cut down to be a little bit smaller than I had originally planned. And also the bigger door, I realized it doesn't need to be as big as I originally thought. So I'm going to cut that one down as well. So once these are done getting cut, I can go ahead and get everything primed this evening, and I can get right back at it tomorrow. Well, here I was super happy because everything was going smooth. And then I realized I made the drawers the wrong size. So I've got everything installed and ready to go, and I now have to disassemble and cut my drawers down by exactly 1 inch each. This won't take a lot of time, it's just annoying. Well, once again I find myself with my flag firmly planted in the land of messed up math. I'm on like item number 3 of this project that I've realized that I did the math either just slightly wrong or greatly wrong. So got the drawers adjusted, got the faces adjusted, all of that works. Got these doors cut down, and now I go to install the refrigerator over here and realize that it doesn't fit because I was supposed to put a 3/4 by 3/4 strip, and instead I did a 1 by 3. So that's not smart because that's not the plan that I had originally, and I even made the space smaller so that I could have a 1 by 3 going across and then a 3/4 by 3/4 across the fridge, and still totally forgot. So it's not that big of a deal. It just means that I'm going to have to spend a little bit more time dealing with that and getting the rest of this finished up. So this 1 day finish process is now going to become 2 days most likely, but it's okay. It happens. So I'm going to get back to it. project turned out super awesome. I am very excited for the way that it finished out, and the clients love it, and so I am super, super, super proud of it. The coffee table was awesome. I got that done what feels like a long time ago now and finished it and had it sitting in my shop, let it cure, took it to them. They love it. They've already been using it for almost 2 weeks now. The downstairs pantry built in, I took such a tiny little space and just kind of modified what they already had a little bit and then added a whole bunch on the bottom to just make it great. Upstairs we did a full bar area, which technically isn't really a bar so much as it's just like a man space. This is his office. He works nights and his wife wants him away from the babies and the nursery and stuff and coming in and out in the middle of the night to get snacks and food and whatnot. So we have got a space for a coffee maker, we've got a space for coffee pods, we've got a space for snacks, we've got a space for, you know, water and Gatorade and also beer, probably, I don't know. But this is so super cool. It is just an awesome, like, masculine, manly space in this super cool office that also used to be an attic space. So I think it was a great addition. Last but not least, we've got some barn doors, some exterior barn doors, which is something I've not done a lot of, so I'm really hoping the paint holds up. They turned out really, really good. They're kind of like a craftsman shaker style. They wanted simple and I gave them simple. We matched the color to the shutters on the house and everything just looks awesome. It's a very simple upgrade from the little screen door they used to have on there, so I really like it. It's dual doors, so it closes and opens, little space. It's super cool. You're gonna love it. So check it out right now. watching, y'all. If you like these videos and the things that I'm doing, and if you like this built-in web show series, please subscribe, like, turn on notifications. I hate being the YouTube guy that has to ask for those things, but I do because I'm just at that threshold of like being legit or not. And I like doing this, I want to keep doing this, and I want to make sure it's worthwhile. So please make sure that you turn on your notifications so you can see when new episodes post, and also get some of my DIYs and other things that are going to be coming up to this channel pretty soon. Find me on Instagram. It is at PMK Woodworking. You can find me on there and you will get updates on when I'm doing things such as giveaways. I know I've got a giveaway coming up soon. I've also got a lot of projects that I'm currently working on, so you can get some sneak peeks on what I'm doing, and you can ask me questions. I am still such a small YouTuber that I am super happy to answer people's questions, and I'm constantly going through my DMs and I'm answering people's questions, sharing videos that I've previously made that they haven't even seen yet, and just giving advice because that's what I want to do. That is why I do this. It's fun. I enjoy teaching. And so aside from my built-in web series, which is what I do professionally, I also have DIYs and a bunch of tips and tricks that I learned myself from YouTube and other sources, and I'm more than happy to share them. I'm not going to hold everything in. So feel free to message me on there, get in touch with me. I would love to have you follow me on Instagram. If you want some merch, or you really don't like me at all, but you really like my dog, check out my Teespring store, and I think there's a merch shelf down below. You can go there and get some stuff. It's all original artwork. It's things that I've made, mostly of him, but a couple things of like my logo and whatnot. If you like it, please buy it and help support this channel. Speaking of supporting this channel, make sure to go to Amazon, click on any of the links below. I get a little bit of money because those are affiliate links, so every time you use those to buy your stuff, it's stuff that I'm recommending anyway, so if you like me and you like the things I use, go ahead and buy that stuff from that link and help support this channel. You can also go to my Amazon storefront and see individual projects that I have done, and you can click on those things in those projects. If you saw something you were like, man, that's really cool, I want to know where Phil got that. It's probably from Amazon if it's something super unique, and you can click on that link, you can buy it there, and I will get a little bit of cash to help support this channel, and you'll get an awesome product that I recommended and I got to test out for you. So you can watch me fail, and then you can buy it yourself and do it right. Definitely want to send a shout out to Charlie Pants. Go to charliepants.com and use the code PMK20 to get 20% off of your first order. Also, make sure to sign up for their rewards program. These guys put out some amazing work pants and work shorts. They keep me and all of my guys completely clothed and ready to go every day. I've got so many pants, it is ridiculous, and that's because they are awesome. So check out charliepants.com, use the code PMK20, you will not regret it. But as you can see, my shop is getting empty, and that's kind of a good thing. So really, by the time this video posts, there's a good chance I'm not even in the barn anymore. The green barn is not going to be changing, it is simply going to a new shop. So while I am going there and getting everything started, I am excited. I'm not excited about the fact that I can feel how hot this shop already is, and that shop's not insulated. So it might suck, but it's also bigger, it is more awesome, and I am starting over again in another new shop, which should be good for business. I don't know, we'll see, maybe. Boom, that was a wasp. I just smacked that guy right on the ground. Get out of here. Come at me, bro. No, don't come at me. So with all of that, I am going to get out of here. I am deep in the middle of another project. I just picked up the supplies today. My second carpenter already has everything built, and we are starting it first thing in the morning. So I'm gonna go inside and do nothing for the rest of the day because I have a 6 a.m. call to be at my shop packing up to get this next job going. And then we still got a whole bunch of other crap going after that. So, I'm a busy man. And the door is shutting on its own. But seriously, thanks again for watching, y'all, and we will see you next time. Bye!